This week on Thomas Talk, we've got lots to tell you, and it's a legend of the lost treasure. Hello and welcome to Thomas Talk. I'm your host, Josh. This episode is going to be more news-related. The past two episodes are more opinionated, but this week is going to be all news. The first bit of news that we're going to talk about is new merchandise which has been revealed. A surprise to us all is Wooden Railway Bert, who popped up out of nowhere, especially because he didn't appear in any catalog. He just kind of appeared on the Thomas & Friends Fisher-Price website. As you'll notice on Wooden Railway Bert, the engine wheels are blue and the tender wheels are black, fitting his model from the TV series, so I think that it looks like a really nice model. In news regarding Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure, the back cover image has been discovered. The picture, which has a head-on photo of Thomas with the 3 Arlesdale engines, appears to have them in Arlesburg Harbor, and it's a very nice picture to look at. The back cover of the DVD also says, "Introducing new friends Ryan and Skiff," which leaves out Sailor John because I guess that he isn't really a new friend. The back cover looks really nice and it gives a little synopsis of the new special as well, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the special looks like. There was also a new song that was discovered that's going to be in the new special that's called "Never Overlook a Little Engine," and one can assume that that's about the Arlesdale engines. I'm not too sure though, but we'll see. It sounds like an interesting song. Now let's talk about the writers for a few minutes. SteamTeam, who is a staff member on the Thomas the Tank Engine Wikia and is also a good friend of mine, had an interview with TV series writer Davey Moore. In the interview, which is linked in the description below, Davey Moore talked about his experience writing with the show and revealed some interesting pieces of information as well. He said that Luke's new friend was his first episode that he ever wrote, and he really enjoyed Rusty and the Boulder as a classic episode. He also talked a little bit about the writing process in the show, and it was really interesting to see what he had to say and see how it all worked. He also gave a great endorsement to the Thomas the Tank Engine Wikia, saying that when he's writing for the show, he uses it 10 times a day, and said without it, he would be, quote, "up the river who without a paddle." I'm not sure if any website could ask for a better endorsement, so thank you, Davey Moore. Now it's time for our weekly community question. Last week's question was, who is your favorite voice actor for Diesel? And your options were Michael Brandon, Martin Sherman, or Carrie Shale. I received a lot of answers to that question, which was great, and some of you had some very valid points, which I understand. My personal favorite voice actor for Diesel is actually Martin Sherman. I really like Diesel's voice that he gave him, even though it was only for 2 seasons and a special. It just sounded like a really cartoony voice, and I don't know, I just kind of like cartoony voices a little bit. Okay, so this week's community question is, what are you looking forward to the most about Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure? It's not one that I'm giving you answers to pick from. Just go down into the comments and tell me what you're looking forward to the most, and let's start a conversation. Anyway, so that wraps up this episode of Thomas Talk, but before I go, I just want to say that next week I will not be in the city when I upload the video. I will actually be on an airplane as I am heading over the sea to the United Kingdom to spend 2.5 weeks. While I am there, I'm going to be filming quite a few episodes of Thomas Talk, including my trip to the Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure premiere, as well as some interviews with community members overseas. I'm really looking forward to this trip. I don't know how the episodes are going to be released. I'm probably going to bank a few episodes so that I can release them while I'm away, but we'll see what it works out to. Anyways, so with that little announcement out of the way, that is this episode of Thomas Talk, and we'll see you all next week.